Hello. I'd like to get into the education system a little bit, and I'm not going to go too specific, but just want to build a conversation around it. We have public school, Common Core, Montessori, charter schools, magnet. I went to a magnet elementary. And then we have some issues surrounding funding based on the standardized testing, etc. But that's not the real issue I want to tackle here. It's a real issue, but I want to tackle education a little bit more generally. Because I think the primary problem is that what we are educating is not serving us as a nation or as individuals. So I think that all these things about, is it good to learn the Pythagorean theorem and algebra? Basic, yeah. But trigonometry is not something you use in everyday life. Dates, names, I don't know. I think we need to learn a conceptual and contextual understanding of where we came from in history. I think we need to learn basics about science and math. I do get it. I think that the general idea of an education, a well-rounded education, is intelligent, but what we're doing right now is neglecting a lot of other parts of the educational process, which ought to be included, because we live in a culture where a lot of us don't know this stuff. Like cooking, home ec. We got home ec, but let's grow it. Let's do other stuff. Taxes. No one learns how to do their taxes in high school. No one learns how to apply for jobs. There's classes here and there, but we need to do a better job of making sure that everybody's getting a general education about citizenship, not just one class on social studies or government, but more on life in general. And I think we need to get rid of all this federal government control over resources for the school system. We want to return it to states and to local schools as much as possible. I'd like to just see experimental schooling become acceptable. Right now, obviously, school isn't good, so it's okay to try some new options. We're having opportunity cost of forcing everyone to go to these kinds of schools. And only the well-to-do are able to afford alternative options, which I'm not sure their kids are getting that much better of an education in the sense of what I think of when I think of education. Are they more prepared to go to an Ivy League school? Yes. How about school uniforms? Those are interesting, I don't know. Talk about them. Should we all look the same so we don't have to bring consumerism into the education program? Or is that a dangerous dystopian thing in which now parents don't have to buy these cheap thrift store clothes for their kids, now they're forced to go buy these official uniforms, etc., etc., etc. How about trade school elementaries where, the generalized studies are brought down and the plumbing, electric stuff, farming, things like that are elevated in the classroom? Yeah, I think we can do a lot. School lunches, hello, let's not feed our kids the same as our prisoners, and let's not feed our prisoners that either. But, that is gross. Come on. We have money. We feed our kids crap. And we are what we eat. So if we feed our kids crap, their cells literally become crap. And I don't want to be a piece of crap, and I don't want my kids to be a piece of crap, so let's stop being crappy to them. I'm not saying we have to get rid of our educational process the way it is, but we need to open it up to experimentation without judgment and without the federal government messing with everybody.